Jake from Lazy Joe's Computer Repair, and I wanted to show you guys basically the parts of a computer, and later I'll be showing you a software version of how to know your computer. Right now I'm going to tell you how to take apart a computer. I know this one's a little bit more advanced, but you get the general idea with it. So let me show you the pieces that you're going to need, your tools. You're going to need a screwdriver, some little part, well, you don't really need it to, I prefer it, a bin for all your screws, and a flashlight in case it's dark, which it probably will be. And with that, let's get started. First, start by turning it off, and then you're going to want to unplug it after it's turned off. That way you don't get a static charge. When you're touching stuff in there, you don't get shocked and possibly fry a motherboard or anything. In the back here, you just basically got to look at your desktop and see what the panels are on the sides. Because on this side, there's obviously no way to get in there. So you really know right away from that start it's not going to be on that side. Obviously for mine it's going to be clear, so it's telling you to come in here, but you just got to look at it and see which one you need to get going to. Mine's pretty simple. These are thumb screws right here. As you can see, you can use a Phillips screwdriver if you want. And one down here. Put this too. Okay. Once those two screws are out, this is pretty general for most desktops. You slide it back, and then you just pop it off like that. Mine has a fan on the side, so I got to unplug that, which most won't. So that's an extra step I just take. And that's off just like that. Alright. Now here's for the fun part. In here, you can see you have your power supply unit, or PSU. There's a little fan inside there that spins. That's what's powering your entire rig. Mine has a liquid cooling fan, so yours probably won't have this. Basically, the CPU or the processor is back underneath this cap, and the water goes in and it goes out and it just rotates it and keeps it cool without the air. Although there is a fan back there to keep it moving, liquid coolant is a newer thing and it's a really good thing to have. Highly recommended. Over back here, it's called RAM, random access memory, those sticks. That's for your temporary memory, like when you go to visit websites and whatnot. I'm going to take that out here real quick and show you. There's a clip. This is why you like to use a little tool like this. Just push it down like that. Pretty simple. Same thing with the top. Now they're both out, and this piece comes out really simple. And this is your RAM. This is one of them. Right under here, there's a graphics card. This is for most gaming rigs, although most computers do have them. Here is going to be the hard drive. Right in there, a disk spins. That's what it's going to look like for every single computer, or I should say desktop, because laptops are smaller. Up here, can't really see that, but that's going to be your CD-ROM. And it's pretty simple to tell because if you look on the front, that's where you go to put a CD or DVD in. Okay, I'm going to take off this liquid cooling so you guys can see the fan back there and how the motherboard works with the USB and everything that goes on the back. So if you look in the back right here, there's 4 screws, and that's what's keeping on this fan in the back. So it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is unscrew them. And when you dig this deep, that's why it's good to have a bin to keep all your screws in. And it's also recommended to draw a map or a picture of where screws were, and you can just put the screw on its according place, or take pictures as you go so you know what screw went where. When putting your RAM back in, it's important to look for a little slot that looks like that. It's going to be towards the bottom or it's going to be towards the top depending on how they put it in. And if you look on your RAM, you can see that it goes a little over halfway to where it's a slot meant just for that. Way too. There you go. You just got to give it a good push inside, but don't push too hard, just firm. That bottom piece automatically clicked up. There's nothing you need to do for that. This top piece, push it in, and that clicked right down too. And now your RAM is back in. And that's how you replace your RAM. If you get a big RAM upgrade, take them out, put the new one in there. And all that's left is putting it back together and letting it start up. Right now I'm going to take it cleaning though, because obviously it's really dirty. We have an air compressor here. And it's pretty simple. Just don't get too close. You know, keep your distance. But you're not going to probably ruin anything by doing an air compressor. It's a pretty safe method. Also, those air cans with the little straws at the end of them, those are very effective too. So, I like to make the fan spin like that. Obviously, you can see it's really dusty. That, get a good spin right there. I like to see it. You can see all the dust come out of the top. Inside the PCU, yeah, that's horrible. It's about time it needed it. Basically, just kind of cover everything. Doing it every now and then helps. Well, I haven't done it in a while. Maybe it's because it's got a lot of space. Doesn't have big heating issues. The smaller computer you have, the more often you probably want to do it. One more thing before I put it all back together is I want to point out that on the motherboard, to take that off, this is for more advanced, there's little screws on the top there. That's where you use a Phillips driver. Obviously you want to unconnect all your cables and just unscrew the top, and then you'll have more room. There's one on the left there. You used to be able to unscrew that to get to your motherboard if that's what your goal is. All this room over here is for extra hard drives, and this is for extra CD, DVD burners, anything you might need in there. Floppy drives if you wish. Which a lot of computers you buy from Best Buy or Dell or something aren't going to have that extra space, but that's one of the benefits to a custom built PC. And I gotta plug this in because the fan on the side needs a power source. One thing you want to do if you're considering about going to us is, if you want, go ahead and take it apart and make sure all your wires are nice and tight. Because I really hate to waste your time to bring it to us and just have us look at it, and because it's a loose wire, it's all good to go. If it's something you don't want to do, then go ahead and bring it to us and we'll go ahead and look at it. If it's something simple as that, then we'll just plug it back in and send you on your way. No problem at all. And just screw everything back in. Plug it back in and then it's ready to go. This video was requested by someone, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about it, feel free to comment or ask questions, and we will probably do a video response or just answer you specifically if it's just you maybe. But it's too simple, and we are at LazyJoesComputerRepair.net, and all our information is on there, all our contact information if you want to get a hold of us. And that's it.